Hi and welcome to Lifestyle Management. Now I'm looking forward to teaching this course. It's one of my favorites because it's lifestyle management and I look after myself pretty well. And I hope you're going to find something really valuable for yourself, maybe to help your career or just because it's something you want to round out your education, because this is a Gen Ed course. So Gen Eds are courses that most programs in Ontario have 2, 3, 4 Gen Eds to take in your academic career. And it's designed to try to help round out your career so you don't get so hyper-focused into some sections only. This is help to broaden your perspective. So some things that we need to review before we really get too far into this, so please watch this video right through to the end. There is an orientation quiz. It's your Journal 1. And if you look down onto the second module there, it says Orientation Quiz Tests 1, 2, 3 are located in here. So that's where the quiz is, and it's based on this video plus your syllabus. And your syllabus is in the module at the very top. Your syllabus and assignment and journal are found here. And they will be there for the entire semester. So please make sure these are things that you get. Now, I want to draw your attention, because what we're going to do in this video is we're going to review a number of fairly important things to very important things, like how to access your syllabus and where is it. But also looking at how to access and complete your journal, hand in your assignment, and write your tests, and how to access me, or more importantly than me perhaps, is how to access your e-text. I want to start by indicating that this is an asynchronous class. Now, my guess is many of you are taking in-class courses. And so there you meet at a particular day of the week, at a particular time in that day, in a particular classroom to meet with your professor and all the rest of your students. And that's synchronous. We are asynchronous. So that just means that you can take this course any time of the day, any time of the week, even on the weekends. This never closes. However, it does keep going on. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and so therein lies a huge dilemma for many students who take asynchronous online courses. Time management. So I have some videos on that as well, and I'll walk you through them. But asynchronous just means you have to carve out some time for yourself for this course in your schedule. When you get your schedule handed to you, and in it has all the in-class classes scheduled there, you need to look at where will I put lifestyle management, because it's a 3-hour class just like your other courses. So you need to carve out 3 hours for this class. So I'm going to walk you through everything that you need for this Blackboard shell to enable you to be successful in this. I take responsibility for designing it and putting things up and keeping it current, and it's your responsibility to make yourself available to it, get your syllabus, honor the open and close dates, because I will mention at the end that there are no extensions unless you meet certain criteria. All right. Let's begin. Now, I also want to be able to give you some insights about lifestyle management and what we're going to be covering and the importance of your e-text. And I will show you where you can get your e-text. Lifestyle management is going to consider the quality of life that is reflected in our personal and societal wellness. In this course, you and we're going to be introduced to the concepts of wellness and provide very practical strategies for developing a healthy lifestyle. And it's going to be multidimensional. Students, you and we're going to explore such thing as stress management. And I'm sure that's going to be helpful for you as much as it is for me. Nutrition, mental and physical fitness, self-responsibility. And in addition, we're going to assess the impact of global forces on you, on me, and on Canadian society. Okay, So from here, I guess we should just get started with, let's get started with the tabs across the top. Now for our purposes in this class, content is where the vast majority of what we'll be doing is. There is a calendar. Now if you click on calendar and we'll put it to month and we'll come into January, if we scroll down, our orientation quiz I mentioned, which is Journal 1, is due on the 24th at 5 p.m. But you notice there's no ad on the open date. Because I open things for longer periods than a single day, the open dates won't be in your calendar. So either you can add them yourself, or you can keep track of it calendar on your device. Now in announcements, I have none here right at the moment, but I will when we start the semester. When you enter our shell like this, an announcement will pop right up in here if there's a new one. You can either click it to open it, or you can close it. But you can always come over here and get your announcements. I don't use discussions in this class, so we won't be using this tab. However, you will want to use the gradebook tab. In the gradebook tab is where you'll get your access to your marks. When you write a test, when you've completed the test, the mark will be available. With everything else that I do, after the 2 weeks, I grade the journals, and the assignments, I have 2 weeks to grade them. Messages is a place that we can be where we can create a new message, and you enter a person's name, Steve Miller, and then type your message, and I'll get it. And vice versa, I can do that to send it to you. Analytics is just, we don't have a use for it in this class. And groups, we don't have a use for it in this class. So let's come back to here. Now, to make sure that we get everything started off on the right foot, this is the first thing you should be doing. Coming into here, getting these documents, saving them or printing them. The first is your syllabus. Now your syllabus, it's like your compass. It helps you navigate through the semester, through week 1 through to 14. If you don't know where you're going and what's expected, it can be quite a surprise. So you can view it by just dropping down and viewing it, or from here you can download it. And of course you can print it as well. If we scroll down, there's your textbook. It's an e-text, and I'll show you how to access that. You scroll down. Now every week has content. Every week. So there's videos and readings, your textbook and my videos, what will be done, and what it's worth. If you miss something, like this quiz, let's say you choose not to do the quiz, then there's 5% of your mark that doesn't get included. That means your entire semester is now out of 95%, not 100. And the more that you don't do, the more that takes away from what your possible mark could be. So please don't miss things, and don't ask for extensions, because they don't happen. There's conditions, and I'll get into that. So this is your syllabus. So you really need to get these dates, the date for the time that a journal is opening to the time that it's closing. You should notice that they're open for 2 weeks. So you have lots of time to go in and complete your journal. Your assignment is due on the April 4th. You need to be starting your assignment on the 4th week in January to get all of the expected outcomes done and completed by April 4th. All right, let's keep on moving. When this video that I'm making right now, that you're watching now, it could be that you're watching it from here, because I've put it here, I've put it in the first announcement, and I think I've put it in where the syllabus is. Okay, goal setting assignment. You're setting a goal. So this is your goal setting assignment. Right there. And I've made a video that walks you through further details on how to do that. There it is. Now I've also put together, because I'm recommending you use SMART, S-M-A-R-T, And so I've put a document. Your textbook has a limited amount of information on SMART, so I made a better one that gives you more information about what SMART is and how to use it. It's important that you don't shortchange yourself. Be complete and thorough, okay? And then the next document you need to get is your journals. We do 5 of these in the course of the semester. 4 of them are journals. The first one is the orientation quiz. So this is a document that just says, be thorough and complete. You need, inside the journals, when I show you a journal, we won't be able to go in because they're time locked until January. But what you do when you get into the journal, I will provide you with a video or 2. You watch the videos. I provide some instruction about what to pay attention for or what to reflect on. And then I'd like you to put in 3 complete full paragraphs. If you do that and you're genuine about what you're recording in there, it relates to the video and it gives me some insights about what you gained, that's full marks. If you put less than 3 paragraphs in or 3 sentences, then I'm sorry, you will get less than 4 points. All right, so let's move into the last little bit here, and that's your course outline. This is kind of like a contract. In here, it tells us what the distribution is. In our case, it's a 50% test and 50% for the assignments. But it also indicates what we are supposed to put across to you, what we're supposed to teach to you, and what the grade passing expectations are. The other thing about this, if you ever plan on taking post-secondary from another post-secondary institution and you have to take another liberal arts, if you've already got one and have a 60% in it, then this is something you need to show your other school that you could get an exemption from having to take another one. But that's the document you need. So unless you know for a fact you'll never go to school again, you might want to download that and have it just in case. Now, I have mentioned, I'm going to jump down to here to contact. I'll come back up to test. How to contact me. Pretty straightforward. Use my Georgian College email. And please, use your Georgian College email. I'm not allowed, and no faculty is allowed to respond to personal emails from students. It was indicated by the Ontario Privacy Commission that we weren't to do that. It was jeopardizing your privacy and safety. But also, the protocol for sending me an email is always include your name, always fill in the subject line, fill it in with the course, Lifestyle Management, and which course of mine you're in. If you do the subject line Lifestyle Management, then you've covered you've done it twice. You've managed to do it with one thing. But I need those 3 things: name, subject line filled in, and what course of mine you're taking. I teach 4 different courses every semester, and I have over 200 students. It's really difficult to answer your question if I don't know which class you're in. All right? And on Tuesday and Thursday, I make videos, so I don't respond to any emails. And if you would like to meet virtually, please just email me making the request for MS Teams is the software we're encouraged to use at Georgia. And I'll send you a link. Tell me what day and what time suits you and what kind of what is it you want to talk about. And I'll be prepared, and I'll have it opened about 5 minutes early just in case you're there. Okay, now I've mentioned about your e-text. Clicking here, you will access your textbook fairly straightforwardly. There's a link here I've created to take you to the bookstore. You need your student number, and you need this CRN. Whoops. 21940. So if you click and put the CRN here and your student number here and then search, it will pull up your text. You can then click buy and purchase your text. And yes, it is required. Our tests are made up of what's in your textbook and my videos. Okay? I've made a video to walk you through how to do it, so you have no reason. Please, get your textbook. All right, let's move on. I've meant to mention that I do make some additional videos for your support. One of them is online success tips. Now this one is divided into 3 parts. First is on a very important issue that I headed up early on about asynchronous, and that is time management. You need to learn how to organize your time so that you don't miss anything. And then the second part of this is if you are living in a situation where you have multiple roommates, then this may really apply to you, because the second part is on how to strengthen your Wi-Fi connection. Because this is an asynchronous online class, I can't fix your Wi-Fi connection, and if it drops while you're writing a test, I can't do anything about that. However, I've made in the second part what you can do to strengthen your own Wi-Fi connection at home when you have multiple people sharing a similar house with multiple devices. And then the third part is looking at where you can find additional supports on campus while you're at school, just to help you with your education, your personal life, or career planning. Because I prefer to see everything in a PDF that you hand in to me, it just enables me to ensure that what you've created I can see. If you're writing in some program that I can't open, then I can't mark what I can't read. So please save your work as a PDF. It'll make it exactly as you made it, and I will see it exactly that way, and therefore I can mark it very easily. I've mentioned how important time management is. One of the things is putting your things in a calendar, and so this video is just a quick overview of how to use your calendar and set up alerts so that you don't miss any due dates. Okay, now I'm going to come back up to orientation quiz. Tests 1, 2, and 3 are located here. This is where they will show up when in your syllabus they say they will be available. This is going to open now. I've opened it early so that we can see it. But it opens on January 6th at 9 p.m. and it will close on the 24th at 5 p.m. It will disappear from here. You won't see it. And on January 24, 5:01. So this will look like all your other tests. It opens up a little panel here. It indicates the details of the test for the most part, if there are any specific details. In this instance, you can take as many attempts of the orientation quiz as you want until the closing date. The maximum points is 10. There's multiple choice and true and false. Your tests will differ. They will be open for 3 hours over a whole week, and you can make 2 attempts. When you make 1 attempt, if it takes you 1 hour, that leaves you 2 hours left to make a second attempt within the time frame. The maximum points will be, of course, different according to that. When you're ready to start, you click Start Attempt 1, and it'll pull up 1 question at a time. You just answer it, move to the next until you're done. Okay. So your tests will be below here when they are created and put in here. And then your assignment. Now this is going to look a lot like the journals. These are journals down here, but we can't open the journals, so I'm going to show you this as an example. Again, you have 2 attempts because maybe you throw it up there and you thought, oh geez, I didn't put it in the right format, and you put it in a PDF and you want to make a second attempt to put that in. So I've left it as 2 attempts. It's open all semester. You shouldn't be able to post your assignment until after you've done the full period of time of your goal setting. And it's worth 65 marks. So if I go down to Start First Attempt, I get some instructions and a place where I can either type or where's the little attach. If I attach the PDF. Now that's for your assignment. Now, the journals that I have said, that journal 2, 3, 4, and 5, they will look a bit like this. They won't say goal setting assignment. It'll say journal 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. And in here, instead of these instructions, there will be a video or 2 and additional instructions as to what to do and pay attention for in the videos. And then you'll have a submission box like this. You can either click and type in there, and that's acceptable for a journal, or you can type in a Word document or Pages document, save it as a PDF, click here, and attach that PDF here. And when you're ready, submit. And that's all you've got to do for that. So let's get out of there. And journals, now they are all here with their open and closed dates. They're not available because they open during the semester. But they will look a lot like the goal setting assignment, only they will have a video in it and instructions. Okay, the last little thing I want to show you, and the second last thing I want to do, is show you about content. All weeks will be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 14, and they will have something like this inside. It will always look similar. And what I do is I will always be reminding you about what has to be done. Well, the quiz has to be done. If there's a journal, then there's a reminder about the journal. If there's a test, then there's a reminder about the test. I'm going to put this lifestyle management in here as well. I'll put it in the first announcement, and I'll put it with your syllabus. All videos that I make are very much like this. They will be high definition, so click, make it bigger. Make sure that it's HD and relax. Oops, I put the wrong picture up. That was my young picture. Okay. So that will be how all of the weeks will go. Now, the only other thing I want to comment on and remind about is about extensions. There are no extensions that don't fit the Georgian College academic policies and procedures. I have that link in your syllabus. You should go in and have a look just in case it may apply, and it will tell you what conditions extensions can be afforded. But it comes with some provisos. You need documentation, so it's not, I hurt myself, I couldn't make the test, can I get it opened? If there's no documentation, no hospital visit, no doctor, no documentation, I'm sorry, that can't happen. The only other way it can happen is if you go to student services to the accessibility counselor. Usually if there's documentation they can support students with, they will form a letter and send it to faculty who teach that student and ensure that those accommodations get respected. And I will certainly do that. I will message you indicating I've received that letter, and I will honor it. All other reasons don't get extensions. If it has to fit within the college policy, or it has to be coming from accessibility offices. I'm sorry, that's the extent. All right, I hope this is helpful. I hope this is going to be exciting and good for you. I'm just going through my notes to make sure if there's anything else I want to say. Well, I think not. That's completing my orientation and walkthrough of this introduction. I hope you find it really helpful. I also look forward to getting started on the semester, and I really look forward to seeing some of your goal work because it really inspires me. And so all I can say now is good luck, and I hope to hear from you sometime in this online class. Okay, bye now.